What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. I just want to focus in on the three Selke Trophy finalists: Patrice Bergeron, Ryan Kessler, and Andre Kopitar as the three centers. And by the way, the fact that no wingers won it since like Yuri Linton back in like 2006 is kind of ridiculous. I think Marian Hossa, anyone that gets to watch him play consistently, sees what he does defensively for the Blackhawks. But then again, what do I know? But I got to see enough, of each of the three players playing this season, and I am obviously a huge Bergeron fan, being in Boston, but Kessler and Kopitar, nothing to shake a stick at. I think Sasha Barkov should be in the conversation if you watched him play as much as I did. He's, real up and coming defensive star, but that's neither here nor there. But you look at it from the pure statistics side. This is such an eye test award. I think out of the three of them, Bergeron won the most faceoffs. Kopitar played the most ice, had the most ice time, and Kessler blocked the most shots and had the most hits and anchored the best penalty killer in the NHL this season. So, I think if you go off just that, it's tough. But when you watch the eye test, I got to give it to Bergeron. I think you look at what he did all year long for the Bruins, and I think the collapse. I think had they made the playoffs, he definitely would have been in. He would have been in the conversation for the Hart Trophy. For all of his contributions to the game. How many key face-offs he took and won, and how much the Bruins' puck possession was predicated upon Bergeron being on the ice, and making some things happen. So again, I think Kessler is a deserving candidate, and Kopitar is as well. But I give the edge to Patrice Bergeron out of these three. And Bergeron really, I think, was everyone talks about Brad Marchand having that great offensive season, but Bergeron was their best player, all year long. And if you look at what he does with and without the puck, and how hard he is to play against, and the situations he helps put the Bruins in, via his defensive acumen, you can't help but be impressed. So out of these three guys, I got to give it to Boston's own Patrice Bergeron, who has become kind of like the perennial favorite for the Selke. He's won 3 of the last 4, I believe. So I think Wyshynski said something about it being like the Nick Lidstrom Norris Trophy thing where it happens every year. But Bergeron, there's a lot of good defensive centers in the league. Obviously, these candidates, the aforementioned Barkov, Jonathan Toews, but he's the best at what he does. And I think going back, and I'm kind of getting sidebar here, Claude Julien was the best thing ever to happen to Bergeron, because I think that he really tapped into his game as a defensive-minded center, and then his offense kind of came through that. I suppose when he came up, he was reliable defensively, and was more of a, I wouldn't say more of a scorer, but he had, I think, almost 70 points at age 20. He had 73 points as a 20-year-old for the Bruins, and the Bruins sucked. With the Mike Sullivan and Dave Lewis years, and then Claude's first year, he had those concussion problems. But once he kind of came back in 2008, 2009, he really rediscovered himself. I don't want to say rediscovered himself, or reinvented himself, but I guess that is kind of what I'm saying, as being a defensive-minded two-way center that could also put the puck in the net consistently. So again, it's a testament to Claude Julien's coaching ability, and I could see Bergeron adding his fourth Selke Trophy. It's going to be a long time before Bruin wins the Norris Trophy. Let's stop kidding ourselves. Look at this group of defense, this season. But we'll see how it all shakes up at the NHL Awards show in Vegas. That's all I got. This episode of the Power Play with CJ. Stay tuned for episodes throughout the playoffs and beyond. Later, guys.